I remember, I don't even remember the guy's name, but like I remember there's like a guy who had one, and he was like, because he was like an older brother, and he probably smoked weed, and it was like, it was always like the symbol of like kind of sexy, kind of cheeseball, you know.
My parents actually had one, which is kind of sad. I think the last time I talked to you in person, I showed you my fingernails because I had gnawed them all off during your last film.
I mean, this is gross.
It's not great.
It's not great.
They
I
look a
hope
little.
you put some gels on it this time, girl.
Listen, I was prepared. I had gels and all kinds of top
Right.
coat to keep myself from destroying them. Uh, Congratulations on another great movie. I guess, Vera, I'll start with you. I don't want to make light of the subject matter, but secretly, I was very excited to see a waterbed in this film because that for me is an iconic 80s
Come on
image.
now, it's the 80s.
It's the 80s.
One of my best friends, Heather Cron, had a waterbed. I loved sleepovers at Heather Cron's house.
Well, Heather Cron may rethink any kind of future waterbed purchase after seeing this. But what 80s thing were you most excited to kind of see in the film?
Ooh, just selfishly, I wanted the puff sleeves. I wanted the puff sleeves. I wanted,
Feathered hair.
yeah.
I mean, the waterbed was so. It was like we all had one. Like I've never talked to anyone who actually had one, but everyone has a friend. Ooh, so real. It's like I remember. I don't even remember the guy's name, but like I remember there's like a guy who had one, and he was like, because he was like an older brother, and he probably smoked weed. And it was like, it was always like the symbol of like kind of sexy, kind of cheeseball. So I love that. That's hey, no judgments on the waterbed makers of
Well,
America.
My parents actually had one, which is kind of sad. Really sad. But I know. Speaking
We'll leave
of
that alone.
let's just leave that alone, please. Speaking of brothers, though, your brother is in this. How many people, A, know that? And B,
Yeah.
that had to have been kind of fun.
Yeah, not a ton. Although now, no, it was awesome. Listen, he got the appointment, and he runs his own business, works kind of when he wants to work, and lives in St. Petersburg. So he's not in the rat race of Hollywood or New York or anything. But since we were shooting in Atlanta, he's one of those Southeast actors that's like, hey, they're auditioning for this part in your movie, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I let him kind of go that route, and then of course I just put in the extra word, like if it, but no, he got through everybody without certainly without my doing, but it was awesome. It was really
Yeah.
it was great. It was really
He does a great job. I won't give anything away, but he definitely holds his own in the film. I don't know about you guys. For so many years watching these movies, I was trying to think, why did these things freak me out? Part of it is the way, Michael in this case, James in the past, makes you wait. Like you just get it over with. Like it's coming. Don't make me wait. Part of
Right.
it, though, are the noises, especially for me, the creaking bones. I can't deal. Are there noises that in real life kind of trigger you, and I'll start with you, Vera, and bring you right back to shooting these movies?
Yeah, sometimes, when people have that dry mouth saliva noise, it's a bit like saran wrap. Y'all, but you want to say something, but you can't.
Right.
I mean, it's not it's not a fear-based emotion, but it is a trigger for me. It's a sound trigger.
This sounds like a
And
different
old-
conversation.
Let me quickly get a drink so I don't sound like I've got dry
I know.
cotton mouth.
Banana mouth. I used to call it banana mouth. Like something always like it sounds like they're eating bananas. Yeah, that doesn't really scare me. It more grosses me out. Well, so many of those sound effects honestly are put in post. So, I mean, I will say I've heard so many screams on movie sets, on these movie sets, usually done by that one or wherever you are, whichever box you're in. To me, you're
Right.
there. You there? That'll take me back. But it's not out of fear. It's more out of like, oh, that blood curdling scream. I love it so much.
God,
One of the great things about their marriage and their relationship, they're so supportive of each other. They let each other be themselves, but there's this great protectiveness. Have you guys taken anything that you learned from the two of them into your own relationships?
Man, I think we're both pretty blessed in that department. I think we probably know how to do it on screen because we're
Because of that, right?
Yeah.
so lucky to have really good people by our sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Agreed.
definitely threw out the line to my husband, you need to be more supportive like Ed recently. That's all I'm saying. Hey, congratulations. Yeah, exactly. I hope the next one's in person. Thank you for your time. I know these days are weird and long. Stay safe.
Appreciate it. Thank you.